Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we've got a map that has taken me by surprise. I really didn't expect to like it. I certainly didn't expect to like it as highly as I've ended up rating it. Even now I look at it and I think, nah, it's not really my sort of... No, Bonbon, look at your ratings. You like this. I can't believe it though. It is a creator we've done twice in the past. They got 333 in their first map, 651, and in 683 they got 444. So maybe we'd be getting a 555 today. Wouldn't you just like that? That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, getting closer to that 10,000. Today's map is P&K Conifer Bay by KOMA. So yes, done them twice, 9 stars, 12 stars, maybe 15 stars today, maybe. There's your start square, looks like that. There is water there, by the way, just in case you're peering for it. There is your terrain heights and lots of variation going on there. Off to the resources, a little bit spitty spotty, usable but not inspiring. Okay, off to the workshop. We will be using the San Miniato 4K theme, the Relight Film LUT. There are a few settings actually in the pictures that we need to follow, so I've set for those. I'm not using sun shafts because I never do, but everything else is pretty much as they would like it to be. And there are a few other things to subscribe to as well. A couple of them are intersections, which basically you don't really need to subscribe to, but it's nice that the original creators get a nod by having a link back to their work, which is really nice to see. They've got a little elevated section of highway here, which I feel is quite nice. It feels like it probably would exist like such. And then we'll head towards the meat of the map. And it's a map with a lot of building opportunities and a lot of features, and there's just a lot going on with it, full stop. It is more of a fantasy style map than a realistic map, so we're going to allow for one or two things to be not quite up with realism, but creativity, yes, I'm all for creativity. This intersection, one of those plopped ones, very sweet, very swooping. And I like the use of, if we get down here, you can see these the vanilla keys under there being used as props, yes, I'm going to go with props, but not actually in props, as in, but you know what I mean, for propping the road up. Pillars, but they're not pillars because they're on each side. There's a word for that, and one of you is going to tell me what it is. Now, because of the settings, I am matching the creator settings here. You may notice we've got like fog in the mid distance, but very clear, kind of like a line about midway up the screen, which is the difference between clear and fog. That is the camera mod, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that. So but I am using the exact settings as requested by the creator, hence it's a little bit foggy and a little bit cloudy as we go up. We've got another one of these with the supporting blocks. I've got blocks. Supporting blocks. Yes, I like that word. I'm using that word. So yes, you'll find it a bit cloudy, and it's for me, I am trying to match the creator. I've matched their settings there. You can see that arc in the I've matched their settings. Oh, we've got a few trees between the highways here that look just like they need clipping back. They're not really an issue, but they could do with clipping back a little bit. Yeah, so I've matched their settings, and to be honest with you, I think when we get to the second half of the show, when I show you, once I change the settings a little bit, it looks a little bit more like the screenshots once I change them. We've got another one of these supporting blocks here, which kind of, I don't know whether it's, is it an imperfection? Is it of error? I don't know. But something about that just doesn't feel right. But it's not wrong. So, and we'll just move on. We'll move on. Yeah, so yeah, this image that you're looking at now, this moving image, doesn't match the screenshots, despite using the exact settings as per the instructions and screenshots. See all that cloud? I do like the cloudiness though. It's unusual because normally we use these kind of settings. We don't really see anything in the way of cloud. So that's something, I guess. Like the articulation of this intersection here. We do have a couple of clipping catenaries there into the lines. So that's the sort of thing that loses you a 5th star, that, you know. We'll move on. Not too bad with the lane merging there. We'll just skip over that one because there's so much to see on this map. We can't stop and look at everything because it's going to be a long episode anyway, just because there is so much going on. Now we are heading down towards the start square now, so ready your boots because it's not a bad area, at all for building. Before we get to the main intersection, we've got this roundabout here. Now the roundabout has got these the sound barriers around the outside. For me, that restricts vision. I would rather that was just a flat roundabout with nothing going on around it. And then we head down to this main intersection. Now you're looking at this going, yes, the start square intersection. Oh, very slick. I like that you're going. I know, I can see you nodding away with me. But that's not the start square intersection. No. Your start square intersection is actually this roundabout. This is it. You'll be building off of this roundabout to get your city started. If you're playing start square rules, that's what you're building into over that way. And somewhere over there by those trees, we've got something very demure and quirky. I like this little fella. It's the Mail Pouch Tobacco Barn. Yes, barn with a lowercase b. Don't ask me. By GiometryE with a capital E. Don't ask me. And this is just this is a variant. They do have a non one with just like the red walls and whatever, and that's very sweet. But I thought this was quirky enough to have a little look at. Chew mail pouch tobacco. Treat yourself to the best, or don't chew tobacco because it's not particularly healthy. Well, it's better than smoking it, I guess. That's not pretty though. And then we've got on the side here, we've got Jez's grinding service as advertised on Grindr, no doubt. I wonder. Factoids, because we're running out of time. Factoids. A man with a wooden leg was employed to ride up and down the newly installed escalators at Earls Court station to give other travellers confidence, apparently. Mail Pouch Tobacco Barn there by GiometryE. Yeah, now if there was a guy on a wooden leg going up and down an escalator, a newly installed escalator, which was new technology and rather scary looking, I would wonder if he'd lost his leg on the escalator. But I guess putting a disabled man, what do these things? A cripple, I think they used to call him back in those days. How politically correct we were back in ye old day. But yeah, putting a cripple on the escalator just to say this is safe. Well, I guess of its time that was the thing to do. What we got going on under here? We've got this retaining wall. Normally you see them butting up against the hill, merging into the hill. But I like this. I have seen this in the past. And that does make a little bit of sense to me. Just a little bit. Might be a little bit bigger than I would have expected for that ridge. But certainly does the job, and it's certainly well used and good to see. Now we're going to see a little bit of the fantasy world here. What we've got here are 2 tunnels going into the mountain. Yeah, you notice that. And we've got over here, on the level with them actually, a rail tunnel going into the mountain. Now, do you want to see some magic? Okay. Izzy wizzy, let's get busy, abracadoodle, alakazam, and pop, it's gone. Okay. Well, you say, yeah, but that's gone underneath. But wait. The rail's there, though. Look at that. The road's just completely disappeared. The rail comes out. I like the way the rail's been done. That's quite sweet. And then as we come down the other side, look, they will come back up together again. But the rail is slightly above. So you can see that the road has actually dipped down underneath that bit of water. I think that's, it's unusual. It's quirky. It's fun. It's a little bit of a giggle. And there's nothing really wrong with it. So again, looking for reasons to mark down the map, I can't really mark down the map for that. Head around this way, and that will head off another one of those lovely intersections there. Let's head down towards what would be the fog, which is switched off because of map settings. We'll have a little look at the rail. Now the rail, again, we are looking fantasy maps, so there are 1 or 2 inclines that are a little bit more than we'd normally allow, but it is a fantasy. Also, it's just a bit of a wiggly bridge. I don't mind that so much on the actual road, on the ground, because the ground, you're laying down the rail and there are slight undulations. But when you're actually building a steel bridge, normally they're pretty straight, just as a matter of course. Anyway, where were we? We're following the road. This is going down. We're not seeing this bit of highway either. This is going down the more coastal area. There's like a bank that goes down wide enough to build a decent sized city on as well, if I'm honest with you. And we're going to take that route now. So anyway, let's have a look at this intersection. All sweet. There's a bit of a dead end down there as well for the rail if you want to go that way. This is all very tidy. Look at this rail and the road, and then the rail starts elevating between them to get up to a decent height to transverse the environment. All transverse, word for the day. Make sure you use transverse today if you can. Where were we? Yes, we're heading down this way. Plenty much going on. Yeah, there's all sorts going on with this map. We've got decent shipping routes, which you can check out. There's no problem with the water, which you're going to find out as well. And we've got here comes the shipping route. Here we've got the cruiser, and we've got this bridge. Oh, now is this bridge going to be high enough? Is this cruiser actually heading for the bridge? Is it going to bank off to its right, to our left? Well, not long to wait. We've speeded things up a little bit. Here it comes. Oh no, this is not looking good. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, he's going to do it. Too late. He's kind of done it. Okay. When I say there's no problem with the shipping routes, there's a little bit of shipping clipping. Again, it doesn't break anything, but it's down to you. It's down to you. Still following the rail, though. We'll ignore the shipping routes for now. Following the rail. And this is pretty reasonable. Once again, within context of the game, there's nothing here which is really eye-catchingly bad, is there? We're going to get to a section in a minute where it's just going to dip down and climb a little bit, where you can notice the inclines, the gradient changes. Like this little bridge here as well. Again, using these blocks just to elevate it. And that looks very tidy indeed. Moving on. Past this quarry on the left there, through the forest. It all looks really good. Considering that this doesn't look as good as it should do, according to the screenshots. But I've matched the screenshots. Darn it. Anyway, here we go. Dipping down the hill a little bit. Climbing up the opposite side a little bit. So let's have a look at the gradient there. Yeah, it's a little bit steeper than you probably would allow for a realistic map. But again, we're playing fantasy. Then that merges on with that line there, and let the train go by, heading off towards the fog and the hills and the mountains. So what we'll do is we'll take the intermission, because we normally do. We'll come back, we'll check out everything else, and I'll show you some really cool stuff with this map as well. Prepare yourself. Brace yourself, kids.
Do you have trouble knowing how to start a new city? Do you need to return to the absolute basics just this once? Don't worry, I won't tell. Then you need BonBonB's Beginner's Guide to Your First City. Click the information button now.
And so back to P&K Conifer Bay by KOMA. Yes, we've seen the shipping routes do crash through those 2 bridges, which are fractionally too low for the vanilla ships. Of course, you can upgrade them by using the AVO mod, the Advanced Vehicle Options mod, and choosing some smaller boats. But that's not included in the map, so we have to assume that you might want to play vanilla, and then you're going to have shipping clipping. Not that it's a game changer, but if you're taking a screenshot, and it's a pretty screenshot, and you've got that going on in the background, it can be distracting. Water flow. So anyway, this is a start square. We've got a clipping of water down here at the coast. So I recommend drawing your water from there. Okay. And then there's a clipping of water. This little bit of river here just clips through as well into the start square. So you can pump your sewage out there, because the sewage there doesn't even enter the sea. It goes off the edge of the map. So that would be absolutely beautiful. So anyway, this is the difference between settings, right? Into the cloud options. If I switch the cloud options over like that, this is much closer to the screenshots. And I think that looks a lot sharper and clear. You can actually see what's going on here. And in fact, if we turn around and get the sun behind us, brings out the blues in the water as well as per the screenshots. So I think I prefer that. But because I'm kind of duty bound, I guess, to review the map as the creator wants it to be seen, i.e. with their settings, I should really put these settings back. But don't be surprised if I switch them back over again if we can't see something, just in case. You know, we'll have to deactivate the clouds and the fogs and whatever. But yeah, this is how it's intended, so there you are. Anyway, there you go. That's a huge build area going on down there by the sea. Got that spur going on down the side. Hang on, turn the clouds up. Look, this is silly. This is silly. You couldn't see it properly. Right, okay. I'm sorry, KOMA, but yeah, we're going with this. We've got all this build area down there for docks. You've got a lot of shipping opportunities, full stop. We've got this river. This river. It's just I totally buy into it, even though it's not 100% realistic. I buy into it, and buying into it is everything. Oh, hang on, I haven't seen this for a while. We've got 4 properly drowned trees there. I mean properly drowned trees, not oversights. They're just like kill them, kill the trees. One there having a little panel, don't mind that one too much in isolation. And then this goes up to one of those fantasy water spawns up in a little mountain cluster there that doesn't make any sense at all really, but you know what, I kind of like it in the fantasy sense. That's good. This river heads up towards the fog, and we've got some sort of like, it's not marshy, but it's like a wide waterfall kind of area, a wetlands area I guess, isn't it, up here? Really wide, really shallow, really rugged, and we still can't blink and see what's going on because of the edge fog. Do you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Look. Boom, boom. Done. Right. So now we've got a crystal clear view of everything, including the edge of the map. This is where the water spawns, right on the edge of the map, which you wouldn't be able to see, but we're up here anyway, so we might as well have a look. I like this. I like this. It's great work. I'm not so sure about the quarry right next to it. Quarry building that close to the river would be somewhat dangerous. But it's done. Oh, a little bit of rock detailing down here. I nearly missed this. That's tidy work as well. There's a lot of good stuff going on with this. A lot of things to see. Like this little plateau up here. Just set for a little town. Just ready for you to build up. And yeah, if you want to get up into this area. We've got a little area over here which is cleared as well. Which you could do as like a forestry area up here with a little forestry town there as well. Like in the little mountains there, this rough area right on the edge of the map, that's pretty cool as well. I like that as well. It's just done in a way that is believable. You wouldn't want to be building up there, obviously. I got some nice areas down here. We've got this castle. This castle is just simple. A little bit of raceland, dump a castle on the top, boom. That's all you need. Excellent. And then over here, an industrial area with the quarries and stuff. And yes, come on, everybody, ready? Everybody's favourite factory. Oh, where would we be without tunes, eh? We'd be bunged up. We'd be bunged up. We'll be able to breathe. Oh, no. Do you have tunes everywhere else in the world, or is it just the United Kingdom? It's like a cough suite. Fancy a tune now, actually. Anyway, where BonBonB wants a bonbon. I've got this little breakwater. I buy into this 100% as well. I mean, that is just simple and yet really effective. Excellent work. The one thing on the whole map I don't really get is this. I don't know if this is like a late thought. But this is kind of like, okay, we've got a bit of a prom, and then we've got this coming down to what is a pier. Yeah, this is clearly going to be a pier. And then this pier leads down onto the beach, elevated because it's a pier, then goes back down to ground-based. And I don't know why. I don't understand why. For me, I wouldn't have that on the map, just on the base map. Maybe for when you're building something on the map, but not as part of the map. Anyway, let's put the settings back as they were so we can get the screenshots correct, and ask you what you think of this map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the viewer's choice top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps? Well, only you can decide. What do I think? I think it's definitely going to be in that top 10. Personally, I don't like it. Personally, I really don't like it. It's me. I don't like it. But aesthetically, it's really striking. It actually looks quite effective. And I can't do anything but give it 4 stars. Detailing. On the whole, the detailing is pretty damned good. Okay, we've got some shipping clipping. And we've got 4 drowned trees. But overall, I still think the whole map as a whole deserves 4 stars. Gameplay potential. Okay, you might want to raise those 2 bridges a little bit, or use AVO to switch to smaller boats. But other than that, and that's not really a gameplay issue, really, is it? It's not an issue. It's unlimited. So therefore, for gameplay potential, I am duty bound to give it 5 stars. 13 stars for a map that I personally don't like. See, you can't say I'm not fair. Okay, so, but just because I don't like it, can I give the BonBonB seal of approval? Well, I kind of have to, because I think that you will like this map, just because I don't. But let me know, what do you think? Is that a map that you like? Have I rated it too highly? Have I rated it too lowly? Is it 5 stars all the way across the board? This is why I need you guys. Anyway, there's an old map on the screen now for you to watch and to rate if you like rating maps. Steam Weekly Chart will be along tomorrow. And then we'll be back round to Monday with more fresh maps. Thanks for watching. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome. And I am done.